closing the book, a reflection, connection, mind direction exercise. Be careful of what you say or do. It might be the last words or action you take. A powerful story in real life. There are times in your life when your world comes crashing down. A sudden death, totally unexpected, coming out of left field. You didn't even have the chance for closure. Any closure, bereft, no chance to express your feelings, no chance to make up, make things right, correct the things that should have been said and were left unsaid. You could have been angry or refused to speak to a family member for some time now, even though you still love them. You didn't want to have anything to do with them. It's always important to remember that anything you say or do could be the last thing you say or do. A sudden burst of anger or indifference, and that person is gone. That is why we need closure. Some time back, I met a woman who had been through the Holocaust. When only 16, she found herself with her 7-year-old younger brother, locked up in a cattle truck on the way to Auschwitz. When they had been forced into the truck, he had lost his shoe. When she noticed, she, without thinking, got very angry with him. 16-year-olds can do that. She got really angry and screamed at him, "When are you going to grow up? Where will I find a pair of shoes for you now?" The little boy was shattered and lapsed into silence, forlorn. Sadly, it was the last thing she said to him. A short while later, the train arrived at Auschwitz. She was sent to the work camps, but her little brother was taken directly to the gas chambers, murdered. She could not get this out of her mind. It haunted her for the rest of her life. She survived the Holocaust and was liberated by the Americans. She went to the United States, and there, as soon as she got there, her little life back together, she launched a campaign to make people aware that they should be careful what they say or do. It could be the last memory left behind. I'm going to walk you through the solution to this problem. What people often describe as the heartache is in the fact a pain that goes right through your mind and soul. It is a result of regret and perhaps guilt you feel over lost opportunities for connecting, showing patience, or resolving misunderstanding. Allow me to share with you what happened to my wife when she was a little girl of 7. Her mother died in hospital, and her family decided to keep her death a secret, letting her believe that her mother was too ill and could not have any visitors. This went on for months. She only found out by accident a year later. Many years later, I finally helped her to get closure when we lived in New York with the help of a hypnotherapist. We made up for that mistake when our daughter died at 39. Strangely enough, the same thing happened to my wife's mother when she passed away so many years before. Our granddaughter was only 7 at the time. The family decided that she must accompany us to the funeral, to walk alongside the coffin and stand by the grave. Naturally, it's a very difficult ordeal and plenty of tears were shed. It might take many years to heal, and some may never recover from losing a loved one. However, it is important that you have the chance to tell them everything that you ever wanted to. After all, it is not possible to live in this world forever. You never know when your time is up. No one can predict how long a sick person will live. I know a mother and daughter who fought with each other for years and years. I tried to help them sort their problem out, but it didn't work. I used to tell them that if either of them got into a bad accident, the other would drop everything, rush to help, and try to make up for the lost time. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen in real life. You do not always get that opportunity. Fast forward to a few years later. Her mother is now suffering from dementia, cancer, and diabetes. The daughter now devotes her life to looking after her mother and elderly father. She goes to their home every day to feed them, clean the house, and run errands. Why wait this long? Why not celebrate one another's lives every single day? Reflect, connect, mind direct. Find closure. Please watch the video and listen to my voice. I'm going to count up to 5. You will slowly relax. I want you to stare at the 13-petal lily. Keep looking at the picture, and as you do, your eyes will start to flitter. Be prepared to be transported a little back in time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are completely alert. Do you know what? You're scared or worried about any of the things you are about to experience? I'll be with you throughout the entire process. So do not worry. I want you to imagine the friend or loved one from who you want closure. I want you to imagine a door in your mind. Picture yourself walking over to it. Open the door slowly and walk out. The other side of that door, that same door that you walked to, there is a beautiful garden with the sun streaming down on the trees. You can see beautiful flowers, plants, and birds. You observe the profile of your loved one and recognize them instantaneously. They are sitting on a swing in front of you, a 3-seater swing. You go over to them, your heart pounding with excitement. Suddenly your loved one turns around, gives you a smile. You walk over and sit down next to them. You hug and kiss. You are very excited. They look just as they did when you last saw them. You start sharing stories. And as you do, swing backwards and forwards, very slowly, as you are swinging. Talk about the good old times that you went through together, the lovely experiences and memories you had together. It is not the time to say sorry or to try to make up. Imagine that this was at the exact point they suddenly tell you, cut off your relationship or had a fight. Imagine. The video stopped before those things ever happened. Cut it out of your mind. Do not blame yourself for anything that happened. Maybe their heart stopped after they got overexcited following the fight. It was not your fault. They were going to have that heart attack anyway. Out of any negative incident of your mind, pick up where you left off. Tell them everything you wanted to say. Listen to their answers in your mind. You may never hear a voice, but you will understand their responses to you. Tell them that you have plenty of time to sit there and talk for as long as you need it, since you wanted to have this communication with your loved one. This opportunity has presented itself to you, even though it's not easy. Accept the closure. You must accept it as one of the realities of life. Just accept that your loved one is no longer here. Embrace your loved one. Get up from the swing and walk back to the door. Open the door, walk through, and sit with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're awake. Now you feel refreshed and alert. You find that this visit was not enough. Do it all over again. This is why you have the book and the video. The book is for you to read, and the video is for you to watch and listen for as many times as you feel the need to. Be careful of what you do or for as long as you need it, since you wanted to have this communication with your loved one. This opportunity has presented itself to you, even though it's not easy. Accept the closure. You must accept it as one of the realities of life. Just accept that your loved one is no longer here. Embrace your loved one. Get up from the swing and walk back to the door. Open the door, walk through, and sit with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're awake. Now you feel refreshed and alert. You find that this visit was not enough. Do it all over again. This is why you have the book and the video. The book is for you to read, and the video is for you to watch and listen for as many times as you feel the need to. Be careful of what you do or say. It may be the last thing you do. Just imagine we all live in a life of illusions in our journey through life towards a reflection of ourselves, looking at a giant mirror off on the distant horizon. And as you move forward, you observe someone steadily coming towards you, destined to meet in the middle. What a shock! What a surprise! When your meeting takes place between the person you could have been with the person you are. Our mission is so very clear: to seek and find out who we really are, changing places with the person we could have been, creating a true reflection of the person we are destined to be.